Creating roofs by footprint. We have a roof here created already, and this is a hip roof. And once we create it, we might want to modify this roof. So in order to modify it, we got to go back to our floor plans. If I go to level 1, you see there's no roof because the roof is on level 2. So let's go to level 2. We see the outside edge of this roof. If I go to modify and I select the roof, you'll see I get a button up here under the modify tabs. Modify roof tab says edit footprint. So I'm going to click on that. And now I want to go over here and I'm going to change the roof type. I'm going to come over here and pick that it's a wood rafter, asphalt shingle, and it's insulated. Okay, so I've changed the roof type. Still haven't changed the style of roof. To do that, I'm going to click on one of the walls. When I click on the walls in my options bar, I get whether it defines the slope or not. And I do want it to define the slope on this particular case. I want this to be my side in which the roof hangs over the edge. So I'm going to give it an overhang of 2 feet. I'm going to extend to the roof core, and I'm going to, at that point, hit escape. I'm going to go pick on this wall. I'm going to come over here and say I want an overhang of 2 feet. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I want it 2 feet, and I want it to find the roof, and I want to extend it to the core. I'll hit escape, and you can see where the overhangs are now projected out. I'm going to pick on this one, and you'll see it says define slopes. I want to uncheck that. I don't want a roof on this edge if I'm going to have a gable roof, and I don't want to extend to the wall core neither. And then I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to come over and pick on this wall. And I'm going to uncheck the define slope. When I'm done, I'm going to finish the edit mode. And you'll see that I get a different look. To get a better view of that, let's go up to 3D. And now you can see I have a gabled roof. And if I want, I can come in here and go with a realistic. And I can see it now with the shingles on there, the asphalt shingles. You can see I have my overhang over here, right? And I could have put an overhang on the other side, right? I didn't. It's more appropriate if I did, right? So on my gable ends, I could have put an overhang. To do that, I have to jump back into my level 2, right? And I have to pick. I have to go to modify, pick on a wall here. Oop, I'm going to pick on the roof, sorry. Pick on the roof first, edit footprint. Pick on this wall. I'm going to put a little bit of overhang here. I'll put 1 foot on this side. I'll pick on this one, and I'll pick 1 foot on this one as well. Alright, I'll finish the edit mode, and I'm going to come back down into my project browser, and I'm going to see the 3D. Now I got a little bit of overhang protecting that side wall. Alright, let me zoom fit. Okay. Now, so I created a gable roof. If I wanted to say a shed roof, I need to go back into my level 2. And what I want to do in this case is I only want one wall to be the defined slope. So I'm going to say modify. I'm going to pick on this roof, and I'll say edit footprint. And now I'm going to pick on this wall right here, and it says define slope. I'm going to get rid of that, right? And I'm going to come over here and finish this, and now I'll go up and look at my default 3D view, and I got a shed roof at this point. And if I want a flat roof, I just uncheck the define slope on all 4 sides, and that gives me a flat roof. So we can come in and modify our roofs by footprint, and we can then at that point create any kind of roof we want. We also have a few things we should probably take a look at. Is if I go back to level 2 and I pick modify and I pick on the roof, and you notice in my properties here, right, I do get a slope value here. So if I want a steeper roof, for example, I come in here and I can say, yeah, I want a 12. I'll say edit footprint. I'll come in here and I'll say, yeah, I want to go with a 12, 12, 12. I'll apply that and I'll finish the edit mode. Then I'll come back and take a look at my 3D, and I get a steeper roof then. So you might want to take a look at some of these property settings, and you can name the roof and do various things such as that. You want to change the slope, that would be the place to change your slope at.